We talked about it before the game. We talk about it a lot. That we have to outwork and outcompete teams on a nightly basis to give ourselves a chance. And tonight we didn't do that. Because of that, there were easy opportunities for them to score goals.
And, they played with a lot of urgency after falling behind 1-0. Why was that lacking from your team after you guys fell behind?
I wish I had an answer for you. I wish I could tell you we need that sense of urgency. It just, we can look where we are in the standings. It's embarrassing. So we got to continue to battle, and we didn't have that sense of urgency tonight. We got outworked, outcompeted, and got embarrassed.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Next question, Helene St. James, Detroit Free Press.
Look, how disappointing is it that, here with a month to go in the season, this late in the season, you're still having to explain losses like this? We've heard it from you a lot, how hard you guys need to work, and here you are again.
Yeah, I think the most frustrating thing is that's something that we can control. There's going to be breakdowns. There's going to be stuff like that happens, and you can live with that if the work and compete is high. But unfortunately, when it's not high and you make mistakes like that, you end up with scores like tonight.
Just the frustration. It seemed like you guys were building some steam. You beat the defending champions. You lost to them in a close game. You lost in a shootout, but you played well the second game in Florida. That, maybe the results weren't there, but the performance then the game were there. And then, now here you are explaining a route again.
Yeah, I wish I had an answer for you. I don't. I thought we're moving in the right direction. And I'm not saying we still can't move in the right direction, but it's tough to take steps back. And tonight was definitely a step backwards.
What do you have to do then to, try and get away from this as quickly as possible?
Yeah, we got to show up tomorrow, and I'm sure we're gonna have a hard practice again, and we got to get back at it. We got to forget about this as quickly as we can and move forward. I think we got 15 or some games left, and it's an everyday league, and we got to show up every single day.
It's another night when we get down, we just we don't respond well. So I think we've done a better job of that through lots of the year, but in the last couple of games when we've got down like that, we just haven't responded well at all. We were fine in the game, go through the first, even the 3 goals in the second are breakdowns, but we're fine as 3-1. We still have a chance to win the hockey game. We got to come out and have a way better third. So you look at some of these lopsided losses, a lot of them happened in the third period after we got down. We got to respond way better.
Lastly, is it just because it seems like you guys have been playing well, even if the results, but in the shootout, lost in the shootout, you beat the champions, you lost to them in a close game. Like you were building something, and then it's gone like this.
It doesn't have to be gone. It's a loss tonight. It doesn't have to be gone. We can decide that on Saturday. So in terms of building and getting better, I think in through the course of a season, you're going to take steps forwards and you're going to take steps backwards. You want to take way more forwards than backwards, and this is obviously a huge step backwards. So we got to regroup on Saturday and play way better and take major steps forwards. It's disappointing last game not to win the hockey game. That's the game you have to win. You gotta score the third put yourself up 3-1 instead of keep it at 2-1 and win that hockey game. And then certainly this was a poor job as we got down. We played terrible, and then so it's a huge step backwards. But we have a choice to make come tomorrow and come Saturday to take steps forward.
Thank you.
Yep.
Next up, Ansar Khan, MLive.
Yeah, Jeff, those 3 goals that they scored in the second period, they all kind of seemed in similar fashion. They seem to be able to cruise into that net front area without much resistance. Is that the disappointing thing? Is that the same kind of mistake over and over again there?
It's the same result, certainly with the slot not being covered. They're three, really different goals. The first one's a rim that we don't seal the wall and kick back like we're supposed to. So off that turnover, guys are in spots and don't have a chance to recover. The second one is we get beat up the ice. I think we were trying to bump the guy and stay ahead of him. We bumped him and ended up on the wrong side. And then the third one was a D-zone coverage that we had the puck on our stick and we allowed to get through. So, certainly we understand grade A chances are those ones right in front of the net, and you can't give those up. And I think we've done a pretty good job this year of not giving up a lot of grade A's. Tonight we were poor at it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yep.
Next up, Brad Galley, WXYZ.
Jeff, when you're going through a rebuild like this and you have so many young guys that are supposed to be a part of that next step, how do you prevent a night like this? And they've happened a few times in the last little bit here. How do you prevent nights like this from really sinking in and leaving a heavy mark on some of these young guys?
Well, I think first of all, self-recognition that the young guys are part of it, and so, I think self-recognition that they got to be better. Some of them are getting some good ice time and, they got to be making sure they're a positive impact on it. We've talked lots about this here. Frustration is no good. It doesn't do anything good. So we got to stay away from that. I think it's all about, to me, making sure that that you demand winning habits, and that doesn't mean we're going to win every night. Part of a rebuild generally is this stuff happens, and so we just can't let it be okay, and we're not going to let it be okay.